Hello, welcome back, and today I'm gonna play a game called Dungeon Exiles. I think it's just been released on August 8th. So far I see that the reviews is quite good. There's very less negative reviews. Okay, the truth, I have been through this game I think one time, multiple times actually, before I started pressing that record button. So if you notice over here, I have actually selected my class as a mage, and I've been running this mage for I think right now is at floor 7 and it's quite good. So the first thing when you start playing this game, you will actually be greeted by this so-called map, and it will go from left to right. The first thing that you should know is the scar one is where basically all the battle is. The question mark, it can be random, sometimes it can be battle, sometimes there will be a merchant or some random stuff or buff they will give you. So if you see this dice looking shape, basically what it means is that if you are able to kill the monster on this stage, you will have this reroll dice. I will explain more on the reroll dice later on. And the next one is this gold looking picture where there's a lot of coins. What this means is similar, you have to fight a monster, they will have a modifier. Usually the modifier is 90% attack buff or 50% increase in defense, and of course if you take this, the enemies will definitely drop more gold. And the next one is we'll see this bag of gold. It's basically a merchant, and from my experience, if you have like at least 5 to 600 gold, head over to this merchant, because the merchant will provide you a bunch of equipments that can help you to progress the stage much easier. And if you see this like a book, dark, very black looking book, same thing, they have a +1 enemy modifier. The enemies will drop more EXP. I think that's self-explanatory. And the next final one, the next second final one is this Campfire. So this Campfire, you can recover your resolve, increase your resolve, and of course the last one would be increasing the stats of your equipment. I will explain more on this later on when we reach this stage. Then the last one is of course the boss. Okay, so basically to actually finish the game on one difficulty, there will be a total of 5 floors. After you finish all the 5 floors, you will encounter a mode where there is called endless mode. So this endless mode will be going on forever until you die. And right now I'm on floor 7, which means I'm on endless mode right now. So right now I'm going to show you one by one. For the first one, the default one is skull looking, which is normal. I usually do not go for this. My first priority will always go to the treasure chest, which I think every stage you will have to go through this. And of course the treasure chest, I forgot to mention, they will provide you at least an epic equipment. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you how the battle looks like. You can read this for yourself, you can pause and read it, and you can see how the battle goes. On the top you can see there's a game speed. Usually I go for 150% game speed. I do not need to wait so long. And if you see over here, if you have level up, there's a bunch of like a synergy you can choose. For this, you can see there's a cryomancer and warcaster for the mage. I think there's another 3 more synergy that you can choose, so make sure you completed the synergy that you have chosen. Do not like spread around your synergy. Better for you guys to actually focus on 2 or maximum 2 synergy in the early game, because you will see that when you reach at least 8 synergy, your damage will increase like significantly. And to tell the truth, this is my first time looking at this blue color rarity of synergy. So as you can see, for my warcaster I have 6 synergy, so I need another 2 more. And if I hit another 2 more, as you can see, my synergy bonus at 8, I have an increased spread damage on hit, stacking up to 999 times, which is like 999%, which is definitely a lot. So I'm gonna hit over here and select, and once you're done with your battle, As you can see over here, I can only choose one because the path is only one way. And you can see from here, this is an event. Okay, sometimes the event will have this where you would need to choose an option like face the darkness, find a source of shadow, or find your way back. One great tip is I will always choose the hardest one because so far I do not encounter any danger like it mentioned over here. So I'm gonna press face the darkness, and as you can see, I restore 10 resolve and 25% reduce fear duration on myself. Okay, the one thing about resolve is you need resolve for, I think, for the event. So every event that you enter, you will spend at least, I think, around 10 resolve, or depending on what kind of event they will actually give you. So the next one I'm going to show you is this, the dice. Okay, you see my dice over here is 10. I have 10 reroll dice. So after completing it, you will see that it will increase into 11, like you said. So I will gain 10. So I will gain like 1, 2, 3 reroll dice on completion, and I'm unlucky, I only gain 1. The next one I'm going to show you is this drop more gold. Okay, it does drop a little bit more gold compared to the normal one, and whenever you are heading from left to right in your map, I would suggest you do not take the normal one. Alright, either you can take this, the gold, the dice, or the EXP, because the normal one is actually waste your time, and the EXP isn't that much as well. And yeah, you can see that one battle I gain roughly about 70-80 gold, which is not a lot, but however, if you notice from left to right, there will be a bunch of battles going on. Usually by the time when you reach the treasure chest, you will have about 500 to 600. And so the next one I'm going to show you is this merchant. The reason why I'm telling you that you need at least 500 gold is that you will see over here at least one item will have like 200 plus or this, and you can take a look, like there's a lot of items over here. So for this, I'm gonna add, of course, the rare one. You still need to read the descriptions because some of the item is not for you. Let me see. Yes, like this one, this is 30 round shield. They give you a 7% chance to block attacks. You do not need this in the early game, especially if you are running just 5 rounds. You do not need this because this is more towards the warrior. You will need like those intelligence, like this one. They will give you maximum energy shield and plus 3 intelligence. So if you see over here, you can see like my attack is fast, right? And you probably wonder why. That's because I have a cooldown. I got a cooldown recovery rate. My cooldown recovery rate, I think, is like more than 70% if I'm wrong. So it's every 1 or 2 seconds they will just keep spamming. It's much better than attack speed. I realize that because if you go for attack speed, they can actually block your attack and they have a dodge. But for spells, however, they only have a dodge, the spell attribute. So for this one, I'm gonna choose the second one. Yes, you will have an ability whenever you level up as well. So you can have a new ability or upgrade. Most of the time, I will choose 1 or 2 good abilities and then I proceed to upgrade, because when you upgrade, you will have an option to actually further upgrade into a better spells. I'm not too sure whether I can show you guys on this video. And the next one I'm going to show you is this. This is the EXP. So the EXP for this is really a lot. So as much as possible during your run, try to take this as much as possible. Okay, try not to miss this at all. Oh yes, and final one, this is so-called an elite. So the elite will have much bigger shield, higher HP, and of course higher damage. So you gotta be careful with that. Personally, I do not go for what do you call it, this elite, because sometimes your character isn't strong enough and you might actually die. Okay, in this game, if you die, that won't be the end of the game. Okay, when you die, you will lose resolve. I think about one death is actually about 20 resolve. So if you lose all your resolve, then your run will actually be over. And the next one, of course, this treasure chest, which I'm going to show you. See, when you click on treasure chest, you will have 3 options to choose from. Usually minimum, like I said, will be an epic, but there are some cases where they give you legendary. And at this moment, as you can see, this is gift for dexterity. I do not need that. Dexterity again. Maximum health. I do not need health. I need energy shield. So for this case, this is where the reroll die will come into place. So I got 11. So I'm going to reroll this. See whether there's any item for mage. Like this one. They give you 3 intelligence and 14 maximum energy shield. And of course, you gain 2 energy shield on spell or ability cast. This is great for mage like my character. And the next one I'm going to show you is this Campfire. It's quite confusing at first between the rest and meditate. So I'm going to show you the rest is actually you're going to rest and restore 20% of your maximum resolve. As for this case, so 20% of 150 is 30. I'm going to actually restore 30 resolve. For meditate, they are going to increase a plus 10 to your maximum resolve. So if I press this, my maximum will be from 150 to 160. And forge, you can upgrade its stats by 30%. However, you can only upgrade the non-treasure item. What I mean is, I'm going to upgrade right now. If you see over here, this is a treasure item. They will indicate at the top, just right below the name of the equipment. This equipment can be forged. However, this equipment can be forged. As you can see, there's nothing written as a treasure, so you can actually increase these stats. And for this one, I'm gonna increase my amulet. You can see over here, plus 3 to intelligence, 3% increase cooldown recovery rate, and plus 4. If I press it, it will increase. As you can see now, plus 4, 4%, and plus 5 to intelligence. And the final one I'm going to show you is this, the boss. So the boss is basically normal, nothing much. Once you actually defeat the boss, you will head over to the next floor. So what can I say about this game after playing all the 3 characters? My favorite one definitely has to be a mage. The worst one has got to be the assassin. It does look good with the fast attack speed. However, when you reach, I think, floor 7 onwards, they will start to be less effective since the monster will have a lot of blocks and dodge. So fast attack speed is no use if you miss all your attack. However, so far with the mage, as you can see just now, I have energy shield, I have almost infinite mana regen, and of course I think the synergy is much better compared to the assassin or the warrior. I'm not saying the warrior is bad. Warrior is somewhere in the middle for me. If you love being tanky, then I think warrior is good to go. However, my final conclusion for this game is that the game is currently not bad. However, I think only 5 floors to finish the whole stage is kind of short, if you ask me. There is difficulty up to 6. I have not tried it yet so far. But I do not see the point of me going through the same thing again and again till the difficulty of 6. Probably they should upgrade to at least 10 floor with the different kinds of monsters or what do you call it? Different kind of synergy as well. So overall, I'm gonna rate this video out of 10, somewhere 6. Personally, I feel like this game is not complete yet. They shouldn't actually release it yet, I think. Yeah, for me, this isn't complete game yet. I feel like there's something missing compared to the other auto battler games. That's personally me, alright? But if you guys like this kind of game, why not? You can try. Currently, I think there's an offer. It costs me about 6 USD, I think, about 6 USD. And of course, if you love my gameplay, my voice especially, do remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Until then, I will see you guys again the next time.